Hey guys, I'm gonna make a video on some tips of how I played the beginning of League with Arc Hierophant Totem all the way transitioning to Uber Elder on a budget. Alright guys, so let's talk about gear. Weapons first. Alright, weapons generally gonna cost you 60 chaos to 1 exalt from my experience. What you're gonna look for is dagger, scepters, wands that has global critical strike chance around 80%, or critical strike chance for spells around 80%, followed by added lightning damage to spells. Try get T2, and then look for a free slot in your what is this? Your prefix to craft spell damage. Also, if you're lucky, look for critical strike multiplier. You don't need element converters, alright? That's like super endgame. This is what you need. And this is like my endgame weapon. It has like 2 converters and crit, spell damage, element damage, cast speed, whatever. But for the purpose of this video, I'm gonna show you that you could kill Uber Elder with beginner weapons, alright? Okay, so you could also get void batteries, but that would make no sense for this video. You try and do it on a budget, alright? Void barriers are like 2 to 3 exalt at the beginning of the league, so that's weapons. Let's talk about armor, guys. Arc enchant helmet are way too expensive. It's like 2 to 4 exalt from my experience in Delve League at the beginning of the league. So I tried this and it worked. Alright, you look for a bone helmet with 4% increased damage for minions. You could try to bless it, and you're just gonna craft it or buy it off someone that has life and whatever resist you need. Then you go to your passive tree and you're gonna put 5 points into this cluster right here. Alright, spiritual aid. This will enable you to use the bone helmet with minion damage. And then from there you can also use gems that has minion damage. Alright, I've used it to kill Uber Elder in Delve, no problem. Alright, let's talk about boot enchant. Boot enchants. You're gonna look for adds lightning damage if you haven't killed recently, or elemental penetration, because that is like huge for boss fights such as Uber Elder. They have a lot of resist, guys. This on the other hand, increased critical strike chance if you haven't killed recently. Not so great. I don't think you need it. I've gone by without it. I've been Uber Elder with it, but I like raw damage. This added lightning damage is both for bossing and better clear speed, but penetration is also great, guys. You don't need crit enchant that much. Alright, let's talk about gloves. Gloves, it could be anything, guys. You don't need shaper gloves. You just need life and resist. Alright, as for demonstrating you could do it absolutely on the budget, I'm gonna use a glove without any resist or life. Alright, and my boots doesn't have enchant for the boss fights. I do not recommend it, but I'm gonna show you it could be done. Alright, now your soul mantle. Alright, that is part of your armor, guys. Your soul mantle, you could do in a 5 link. You could kill Uber Elder in a 5 link. I will show you it could be done. I would say it's mandatory. Alright, what I'm showing you is exactly what I use. You need the soul mantle. I don't know how to do it without the soul mantle, so I cannot show you guys. So let's talk about the gems. Alright, from highest priority to lowest priority. You would use arc, of course. Use arc, followed by increased critical strike support. You want to crit as often as possible, and not much to be said here. Add lightning, it's just flat damage, guys. A lot of flat damage. Next, we have lightning penetration. When you do boss, you need lightning penetration because your arc is element damage, guys. And there's no fucking way you could do boss without penetration. You need it. Next, control destruction. Sure, you lose 10 crit chance, but holy shit, it gives you so much spell damage. This is the setup I use to kill Uber Elder. Alright, now for your 6th link, if you want a 6th link and fight Uber Elder, good for you. Alright, you use these. Element focus, because we can't really shock bosses, or you can use faster casting. Personally, I use this and I've been Uber Elder with it. Any is fine. Alright. Now, let's talk about Flask. I like to use one Panic Flask. You can use a hybrid, or you can use a Life Flask. Alright. Next Flask. I love this Flask right here. The Sulfur Flask lasts 5 seconds, guys. And I crafted it with reduced charge, with immune to curses. Alright. Because I don't like to fucking play self-flagellation. I'm a careless player. If I'm cursed and I get hit, I'm gonna get killed like left and right, guys. So this is what I use. This is what I recommend. Alright, Sulfur Flask with curse immunity. Now next Flask, Diamond Flask. Chemist again. I like reduced charge. That's just preference. And I would craft freeze immunity and chill immunity on this Flask. Alright. Next, you got the Wise Oak. Very powerful Flask. Not much to say, but small tip. You don't need a perfect roll. At the beginning of the league, just spend 10 or 20 chaos, get the lowest roll, whatever. It doesn't matter. At least for me, I didn't feel the need to get the perfect Flask. Anyways, next Flask, my favorite, reduced charge Chemist Quicksilver Flask with Adrenaline, where you run super fast. Because playing the way I play, I need to position myself well and get out of tight situations. I'm a squishy character, guys. I do not spec into more mind over mana like Divine Guidance. I don't even fucking have more mana nodes, guys. I like raw damage. Alright, I don't have fucking space for mind over mana and extra mana nodes. Anyways, that's why I love this Flask. Positioning is key, guys. This Flask is situational. Alright, when you're mapping and you have like no regen maps, you use this Flask and you swap it in to your Sulfur Flask, because that's also a Cursed Flask, a backup Flask. This Flask right here, Distilled Flask, good quant, good magic find Flask. However, sometimes I find the useful mods such as extra healing monsters. I don't want to get rid of it, so I don't use this Flask, guys. Alright. Essence Worm's gonna cost you like 6 chaos, guys. I'd say it's a must. That's how I've always done it. That's how I beat Uber Elder with. That's how I started the league with 6 chaos. Not much to be said. Amulet, nothing fancy, guys. This is an actual amulet I used to get me to point B from point A. Alright, you just gonna look for dex, spell damage, crit multi. The rest could be anything. You don't fucking need the cast speed that makes it expensive. Alright, it could be life resist, whatever. Next, this is an endgame amulet that I crafted. The only difference from the last amulet, it has some element converted to chaos, whatever. Next amulet, I'm gonna be using I use these combinations for like raw damage, guys. The Shaper Opal Ring combined with an Elder Ring that you could craft or buy. It gives you a lot of damage, guys. But like I said, I don't like to run mana reserve. It's perfect personal preference, guys. Next, Venturous Gamble. Let's talk about Venturous Gamble. Personally, I like to use one. As I mentioned before, I don't like to run mana reserve. This build, the Totem Hierophant, what Soul Mantle, I believe it runs very well with Magic Find gear, because your main damage is a fucking overkill 6-link Soul Mantle and a Helm enchant or a fucking Bone Helmet with 2 beefy endgame weapon. It could be a Void Battery, it could be that fucking scepter I showed you earlier. Alright, and you could yeah, Magic Find. Anyways, next, these right here, alright, are what you're looking for, especially this one. At the beginning of the league, if you use Essence Worm, buy this. It's like 50 to 60 chaos, at least from my experience. 60 spell damage is nothing to sneeze at, guys. That's a shit ton of damage. Alright, buy one for yourself. Now, on a budget, your jewels don't have to fucking be expensive, guys. I got by just fine with these jewels that cost me were, I believe, 5 chaos to 20 chaos. You're just looking for crit multi, some resist, and if you need, get dex on it or strength. Inexpensive, guys. Prismatic Jewel is something you need endgame, want endgame, up to you, but for the sake of this video, I'm gonna do it without a prismatic jewel and on a 5-link with shit gear. Alright. Alright, miscellaneous, I just want to add. Hierophant is not exactly the fastest magifying build, but I was able to farm 1 doctor card and enough currency to buy a headhunter and delve league, guys. Alright, so hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you next league.
Father, no!
Putrefy, rot, spoil, and fester.
Exile, do something!